Okay, they already did A for us, so we're going to look at B. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to identify my length, width, and height. This here's my length, this is my width, and this is my height. So I have everything I need for this, for the volume of A. So A, I know volume is going to equal 21 times 9 times 7. Now, since I can multiply which either one of these I want, I'm going to make it easy on myself. And I'm going to take 21 times 9 to 1. And that's going to give me 189. And that's actually, see, since I did 21 times 9, that's giving me this area of face right here, which is 189 centimeters squared. Now when I multiply it by 7, 189 times 7, it's going to give me the volume of the whole prism. That's 63, that's 56, 62, be 7 to be 13. So it's going to be 1,323 centimeters cubed. Okay, so that is A. Now I'm looking at B up here, and I can see B, which is the top one. I have 3 dimensions, which are 2 times 3 times 18. And when I choose these, I'm going to make sure I save these single digits, and I'm not going to multiply them together first. I'm going to take my double digit, 18, and multiply it by 3. That's going to be 24, and that's going to give me 54. Now I can multiply by 2. You notice I did a multiplication by a single digit twice. That just reduces the amount of chance for error. So we have 8 and 10. So this one here, B, is 108 centimeters cubed. So the total volume is going to be 108 centimeters cubed plus 1,323 centimeters cubed. So when we add these together, I got 1,323, 108, 11, 3, 4. That's going to give us 1,431 centimeters cubed. Okay, now we're going to go to our next one. And first thing I'm looking for my dimensions. I can see, and I'm going to call this one A, B, and C. So A, I can see that's my length, my width, and my height. On B, I can see I have 8 centimeters here plus 3 centimeters, so I know the length for this whole prism from here to here is going to be 11 millimeters. It's giving me my height, and I can see my width is going to be 3 all the way up. So the last thing I need for C is my length, and I can see here it's already given it to me up here being 6 centimeters. So I've got my length, my height, and my width. So I've got all 3 of them now. So on A, let's start with A. I have 3 times 3 times 5, which gives me 9 times 5, which gives me 45 millimeters cubed. For B, I'm going to have 11 times 3 times 4, which is 33 times 4, which is going to give me 132 millimeters cubed. Now to do C up here, on C I have 6 millimeters times 3 millimeters times 4 millimeters, which gives me 18 times 4, which gives me 72 millimeters cubed. So the sum, which is 45 plus 132 plus 72, so I get 132, 72, and 45. It's going to be 9, 14, 249 millimeters cubed. Now once again, I like labeling them A and B, and I can see there's my length, this is my width, and I do not have a height. But I can see this whole height here is 11 inches, and this top B prism is 9. So that's going to leave me 2 meters for this one. So there's my height. Now this one here is my height, my width, and my length. So looking at A, I've got 2 times 10 times 2, which gives me 4 times 10, which gives me 40 meters cubed. For B, I have 9 times 12 times 4, and it gives me 9 times 48. So now 48 times 9 gives me 72, be 13, it'll be 202. So that's 202 meters cubed. So we have 40 meters cubed plus 202 meters cubed equals 242 meters cubed. A planning box pictured below is made of 2 sizes of rectangular prisms. One type of prism measures 3 inches by 6 inches by 14 inches. The other type measures 15 inches by 5 inches by 10 inches. What is the total volume of 3 such boxes? Well, measure 3. Well, one thing I can see right now is looking at the 2 measurements. I have a 3 inch by 6 inch by 14 inch. Okay. So I know that the one with 2 is going to have to be the ones with a larger measurement. Okay. So the 5 inch, this one here, 15 inch by 5 inch by 10 inch, it's going to have to be my larger one, which I'm going to say is A. B is going to be my other one, which is 3 inch by 6 inch by 14 inch. Now I'm just doing that because I can tell this smaller one right here for width has to be my 3 inch. And there's 2 of these. So to solve for the volume here, I know I've got 15 times 5 times 10. And I know 15 times 5 is going to be 75 times 10, which gives me 750. And it's 750 inches cubed. And that's A. Now B, we know that's 3 times 6 times 14. And I'm going to do 14 times 6. That's 24. So that's 84. I got 84 times 3. It's going to give us 12, 24, 25. So that gives us 252 inches cubed. Now, the thing is, there are 2 of B's. So in order to find out what the total volume of it is, I'm going to have 252 inches cubed, 252 inches cubed, and the last one, which is 750 inches cubed. Out of those up, I get 415, 1,254 inches cubed. But this is for one. That's for one planning box. According to this, they want see. Planter box below is made of two sizes, one type that, other type this. What is the volume of 3 such boxes? I knew there was a 3 in there somewhere. So now I've got to take this 1254 and multiply it by 3. It's going to be 12, 15, 16, be 6, 7. So 3 boxes are going to be 3,762 inches cubed. So that is our correct answer. 4. A fish tank has a base area of 45 centimeters squared and is filled with water to a depth of 12 centimeters. If the height of the tank is 25 centimeters, how much more water will be needed to fill the tank to the brim? Well, I'm going to add some information here. I can tell this down here, the base, like it says, is 45 centimeters squared. And it's telling me that that water is filled from here to here with 12 centimeters of water. And it says the total height here is 25. So I know this area right here, which is for water, is going to be 25 minus 12, which is 13 centimeters. So if I want to find out how much more water is needed to fill it to the brim, I'm going to have the air, volume equals length times width times height. Well, volume equals length times width is area. So we know this is 45 centimeters squared times the height of 13 centimeters, because I'm looking just for the water that has to go left. So now I got 45 times 13. And that gives us 15, 12, 13. Add our placeholder, 5 and 4. Be 5, 8, 5. So 585 centimeters cubed is what is needed. All right. Now this next problem seems kind of hard, but if you think about it, it's not as hard as it seems. It says 3 rectangular prisms have a combined volume of 518 cubic feet. Prism A is 1/3 of the volume of prisms B, and prism B and C have an equal volume. What is the volume of each prism? Well, I'm going to come up here. And this here is prism A, and it says, prism A, and it says prism A is 1/3 of prism B. So I'm going to mark that one off in thirds. And this is prism B. And then you have prism C, which is the same size as prism B. So if you look, in all actuality, I have 7 equal sections here. So to make this easy, I'm going to take 518. I'm going to divide that by 7. 7 to go into 51 7 times. 7 times 7 is 49. Subtract it, we have 2 left over. Bring down our 8. 7 to go into 28 4 times. 4 times 7 is 28. And we get 0. So we're saying each one of these sections is going to be 74 cubic feet. Okay. So now that we have 74 cubic feet, now the question says, what is the volume of each prism? Well, A is going to be 74 cubic feet. B is going to be 74 times 3. So A would equal 74 feet cubed. B is going to equal 222 square feet. And C would equal 222 feet cubed. Now, if we did that correctly, they should add up to 518. So we have 8, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 518 feet cubed.